Hello, Zuko here, and I am here to do a first quarter of the year book haul, which is nothing like my last book haul, which I will link somewhere. This is very small, even though it is 3 months worth of books. 3 months. Even though it's the end of April as I'm filming this, I haven't obtained books in April. So it's 3 months worth of books. Be proud of me, because my last book haul, which you can still see some of my books here, these are books that don't fit on my shelf right now. My last book haul was wild. I don't need that many books. First book I have is Bones of Fairies by Janie Lee Simner. Janie Lee Simner. This is, I don't know, a fae book that I've heard was really good. I'm not really sure what it's about. One sec. So this is a book that follows characters after a war between the fairies and people, and that's all I really know. But I've heard these were good. So of course I also have the second book, Fairy Winter. I don't have the third because I want it in hardback and it's hard to find, so I'm trying to obtain it, but I haven't yet because it's expensive and I don't like buying new books or buying used books with new prices. But yeah, I have these. Then I have Norse, not North. I don't have a lisp. Sorry, I don't know if that was offensive. Norse Myths and Tales. I don't know who this is by. Forward by Dr. Brittany Shorn. It's an anthology of classic tales. It does not say who this is by, so this is probably all folklore where they don't know the original storytellers, I'm gonna guess. This was really cheap. I like folklore. I don't know that I'll ever read it. It's got like that tiny, almost like Bible printing, like it's so little. I don't know I'll ever read it, but it was super cheap. I like the idea of it. Maybe I'd read it. Who knows? Here it is. Then I got Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia? Yes. This, I think, is about... You know what? I'm not going to pretend I know. I know I've heard it... Nope, I don't know anything about it. I keep thinking I've heard it being compared to Radio Silence, but I don't know that that's true. I don't really know what this book is about, but I've heard good things. That's why I picked it up. It was on Book Outlet. I wish I could say more about it, but I don't know what it is. But also, it's got a really pretty spine. Can that count as my description of this book? I feel like anyone who wants to read this book already has, except me. I'm so sorry. Don't judge me. I got Book 5, Jack Frost, The End Becomes the Beginning by William Joyce. Well, yeah, William Joyce. I have the first 3 books in this series. This was the series that Rise of the Guardians was based off of. William Joyce has written a lot of books that like TV shows and stuff, at least here in Canada, were made of. Like, I think he did George Shrinks and stuff. These are kids' books, so I wanted to read them all so that I can then pass them on to my friends' kids. These seem like they're going to be a really fast read, so I want to just get her done so I can just give them to friends who have young kiddos who I think will really appreciate these, maybe, unless they hate them. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything. But that's why I bought this. This is the 5th book, obviously, in the series, and I don't really know what the rest of the series is about. I think it is the... I can't remember the word. Origin stories, I think. Some of them have origin stories for the other main characters that I don't think you see in Rise of the Guardians, but I don't remember. I saw that movie once when it came out. And yeah. Then I picked up The Diviners and Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. I got these both at my local used bookstore for super cheap. I had always really liked this cover of The Diviners, so when they changed the covers and this cover became hard to find, I was like less interested in reading the book. That's so shallow, but like it's true. And then I found these at my used bookstore, so I picked them up. I don't really know what these are about. I think magical realism. I've heard they're kind of spooky. I think they're set in New York, but like it's like historical magical realism? I don't know. I see the problem with liking to go into books kind of blind so that you don't have really high expectations is that you can't describe things well in hauls. I'm sorry, but this cover is so beautiful. Then I got Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I'm not sure I'm keeping this book. I had a $5 off coupon on Book Outlet and I needed to spend like $3 more or something to get free shipping, so I picked this up. This book does not sound like something I'm gonna like at all. I'm not really a fan of so random nonsense as a adult, and I've heard that's what this book is. It's also like kind of magical realism, contemporary romance, college romance kind of stuff, I think. I can't stand contemporary romance books, I think, is what I'm learning. Like, very rarely do I enjoy them. So I might just send this to my local used bookstore once the pandemic is over, so that someone who was excited about this book can read it. But I did pick it up, so I wanted to show it here. Then I finally got Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. This is about a podcast, I think, or some kind of piece of media that someone is making, and the main character makes a bunch of, I want to say fan fiction or like fan art or fan content about it, and she ends up meeting the guy who makes this piece of media, and they become like close friends and stuff. I don't think there's a romance in this, but I'm not sure. I know this is all college finding yourself, and I've heard it's really, really good, especially with Paperback Dreams. Kat over there really plugs this a lot. I've really wanted to read it, and now I have it. So I want to read this, but I probably won't get to it for a while because I'm struggling so hard to read right now. Like, I'm going through audiobooks in the slowest way possible. Then I got Map of Days, the fourth novel in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Briggs. I read the first one a long time ago and I enjoyed it, but I really don't like waiting for sequels to come out because I end up forgetting or losing interest. So I want to reread these. I think I have all of the others, but I didn't have this one. So when it was on Book Outlet, I picked it up. Also, it's got a signed book plate in there. How exciting is that? That's fun. Yeah, if you don't know what these books are about, congratulations, where have you been? Because these books are not new at all. But yeah, I picked up the fourth one because I think I swear I have all of the ones that are out currently on my shelf. Sorry if I'm looking past the camera because I'm looking to my shelf. Then, I think this is the only new book on my haul, but I got The June Boys by Court Stevens. I believe this is about boys who every June, I think, a boy goes missing for a month and they come back. But this year the boy is found dead and there's like a mystery around that, and I was like, that sounds great. I don't know if it will be great, but it sounds like a really cool premise, so I picked it up. Then lastly, my dearest wonderful friend got me The Child Thief, a novel by Brahm. This is her favorite book, and so she picked this up for me for Christmas, and we didn't see each other until after Christmas, but pre-pandemic. So we were social distancing, it's fine, but she got me this beautiful book. It just, I'm so enthralled by the art on the front. Can you see it? I guess the author Brahm is a artist first and then became a writer. She also named her kid after Brahm, so like it's that important to her. I'm so excited to read this, but it's also, ooh, does it have art in it? You guys, it has art in it. Oh, I didn't even look. I haven't flipped through this at all. I'm so excited to read this, but I want to read it when I'm like feeling in the mood to read, because I don't want to like feel like I'm slogging through this book because I'm so excited about it. But I wish I was reading it right now. But it took me so long to get through the last book I read. Like 17 days, and I think I opened it in the Libby app like 43 times because I just couldn't focus on anything. So I don't want to like taint the experience of reading this book by trying to do it when I'm not in a reading mood, you know? Does that make sense? I hope it does. But yeah, that is my first quarter of the year book haul. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you whenever I do my next video. I know I keep promising an unhaul. I don't want to make an unhaul right now because I can't take my books to the used bookstore, so they're just gonna keep piling up. So I'm gonna wait until everything kind of starts to open up again and I can take these books away, and then I'll do the unhaul. So sorry that I keep promising a thing that I'm not doing, but like I have so many books I don't want to keep and I need to get them out of my house, but I have to wait. So you have to wait. I'm sorry. I don't know if anyone was like waiting on these. I have no idea. I doubt it because nobody watches these videos, but if you were waiting for an unhaul, it's coming. It's huge. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Global pandemic. I can't do anything about it. Okay, I'll see you whenever I do my next video.